Oh, hey, welcome to Geekshow Helpdesk.
Live on the stream.
Live on
You know what?
YouTube.
I try not to acknowledge that. That way you guys get an authentic me. If I think too much about people watching,
So,
clam
in
up.
Owen's
We're always
mind,
watching.
we're not live. There's not two people watching right now.
I see the live up there, but I just pretend like this is where we're
so
live.
You get performance anxiety often then.
Often at
Does
night.
Viagra help?
No, that one did not work. But the free handy
My
that I
gosh.
got from that company.
TTP, 40
You know that?
seconds.
You know that
38
company,
seconds.
company-
Excuse me?
The company from
38
CES. They're called
All right,
the
we're gonna roll along. We already lost a viewer. Great job, Owen and Jared.
Hey,
Great
he'll
job.
be back.
This is all on Owen.
This is
That's
all
what
on
gets
you
rid of that
guys.
The
anxiety.
handy is all on
handy.
Owen.
The handy.
Oh my gosh.
The
This is
handy.
Geek Show
great-
Helpdesk, where we talk about tech, gadgets, and science-related things.
Great tool.
And Owen's handy.
Oh, okay.
The,
And
the device handy that I got
this-
for free to test out.
You didn't. Did
I
you?
didn't.
You
No, I didn't. I just pretend.
You couldn't even leave your card with them. You chickened out.
I know. You made
I
me
just
do
close,
it.
I just close my eyes and pretend it's them.
Okay. I guess this is the show.
Own it,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Nice.
You
let's-
created us.
You know, I shoulder a lot of the blame in this. This is true. We'll start with Owen gooping day and night.
Not,
His
that
hand.
doesn't sound good in relation to
know-
what he was just talking about.
Wow.
Tony, you didn't have to add the hand thing part of that, tie it all back
Did-
together.
Didn't I though?
You did.
Nice.
I think you did, actually.
You
Gooping.
got to the point
playing
of can't
Arc
beat them,
Raiders-
join them.
Playing Arc Raiders to, I wouldn't say an unhealthy degree yet. I am still technically sleeping about 3 hours a night.
That's unhealthy.
But I am a
What's your
functioning
Steam-
insomniac.
What's your Steam playtime? I'm just
Ooh, that's
asking.
a
I
good
don't know.
question.
How do I check
You
that?
should check.
It says it right there if you click on the game in your library.
Oh, I'll do that right now.
It says it right next to your play button.
Library.
I'm at about
is this
90,
showing? What is
91
this?
hours, I think.
What is this? My library doesn't look like it normally looks like.
I can check for sure though. But anyway, so that's Owen. He's busy
Yep.
now with Arc Raider stuff.
Yep.
We got Jaren.
Hey, I'm Jaren. You can find me on Geek Show Helpdesk and Geek Show Arcade or on Blue Sky at Geronius.
All right. 85 hours for myself. I just checked.
116.3 hours for my
You bought it. You bought it a week and a half after me too. So
Yeah.
well done, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
Doesn't feel
And
good.
returning champion Lang filling in for Lando because he is still under the weather.
Yeah, I'm
Still.
I'm the collector edition Lando. That's what I am.
Collector's edition Lando.
You know,
Oh.
Lando isn't a champ like Tony. He doesn't show up sick.
Well, you know,
Wait
we
a
can't
second.
all be
Oh.
we can't all be champs.
You know,
we can't all just
there's
power
some
through it.
toxic. There's some toxic corporativity in there somewhere that you should come to work deathly ill. You know, I think
Yes.
Lando's taken one for himself, like he should.
Yeah. And when he's not here, I'll be here. You know, I'm being the Lando, not being a Lando, because I got notes, so we're good.
Oh, boom
Find me
roasted.
at Skyfire Riser on the socials.
All right.
And our host Tony.
Oh, wait, the name
And
is
we
no
have a
longer
host.
Collector's Edition Lando.
His name is
'cause
Tony.
He can't throw to the host.
I don't think he was ready. I think you should have chosen one of the seasoned.
I can't throw because if I'm a Lando, I'm a Padres fan too.
It's
so.
like left-handed. It would have been
Oh,
really
boom,
embarrassing to see that.
Man, the hits
Sorry,
keep
I'm-
coming. Check me out on Blue Sky. I anger post on there once or twice, thrice a week, and other Geek Show podcasts where I'm not angry, just weird.
I like your tagline
right.
there with no snowmageddon. All I get is snow horror stories in my news feed, but not
Yeah.
here in Utah.
Yeah.
It was bad on the East Coast.
It still is.
Still is.
All right, let's see. Do we have any emails?
Yeah, we do.
Right.
And I'm going to assume you want me to read them, so I will.
It is, Jaren, how many years have we been doing this?
Put that as a standing
How many
years?
You know, it's never.
Are we coming up on
How
10
many?
A
years?
lot.
We're past 10 years now.
I think we're on
we?
11
No.
years. Yeah,
For
24
we started in 2016.
2016?
We're
Oh
Yeah,
my
just about.
goodness.
Yep.
there you go. Just over 10 years.
Shoot.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, yes. In that time, have I ever not had you read the emails after asking you, is there emails? And
I
you
don't
said
know.
yes.
There's never a stupid question.
Jaren never wants
as
to
they say.
assume. Jaren doesn't want to assume either. Like he just,
Well,
you know.
all right. Well,
All right. Well,
Okay,
we
go.
got an email that specifically mentions Lando, so we got to save it.
save it.
Oh, boo! I'd answer
Wait,
for him.
is it the one about the carbonation station request?
Yeah.
I'm reviewing that one today, so you might as well read
But
it.
Lando will get so mad.
More
First
than
of
normal.
all,
I'll be here.
Second of all, I don't know if
All
you can
right,
find this
fine.
anywhere around here because this is one I brought back from Vegas. This flavor.
Okay.
I haven't
Says,
seen it
to
anywhere
my
else."
surprise, a new monster flavor has been added to my work's cafeteria. Lando Norris, zero sugar. I now need Lando to
Lando
review his signature
Norris?
monster flavor. Other better James. So
Well
how is
done.
Lando going to review this when Lando's not here?
You can still give a review on it when he gets back if he can find it.
What
But
makes
I
it
have
a
yet.
Lando Norris?
Lando Norris is a race car driver. Yep, Formula One race car driver. But yeah, well, I'll do that. I'll do that review, and Lando can do his own review of it later.
I'm
if
just
he
gonna
can
call
find one.
Lando Brother Norris from here on out.
Brother Norris. Is that all the emails?
No, we got another one.
Okay.
Did you want to review it now or later?
No,
you want-
carbonation station is
Do you
during
want-
carbonation
Do
station.
you want Jaren to read this one too?
Yep.
I would love
Okay,
it.
Jaren, go
actually,
ahead.
yes.
Jaren, go ahead.
Thanks, Owen. Appreciate it. Hello, gentlemen. This is from Mike. I am in the process of possibly getting solar installed at my house. I live in Maine and was at my local Lowe's, and there was a guy there hawking this solar program. They appear to be just getting started up here in the state. The company is called Freedom Forever, with an asterisk. I was wondering if there are any questions
Not
I should
actually
ask.
forever.
I was gonna say
was
the
wondering-
forever or the freedom.
I was wondering if there are any questions I should ask or specific pitfalls I should be aware of as I go through this process. The way the guy explained it was that there is no out-of-pocket expense for me. They're basically renting my roof. The electricity my roof generates goes directly into the grid and doesn't power my house, so if the power goes out, the solar doesn't keep my house going. I no longer pay my bill to the electric provider, but instead I pay this solar company. It's a 25-year system, hence the asterisk. It's supposed to save me at least $50 to $70 a month. Electricity up here is extremely expensive. He also said that right now you get credit for all the electricity you generate. Apparently, after so long, people who get in later get tiered down to a lower percentage.
Yeah, solar leasing is.
Well, I don't even. This doesn't even sound like leasing.
That's what it. So the roof is.
Because
They're
he's
leasing
not-
the roof, and then the company gets those credits. Those
Well,
solar
he's
credits.
not even. He's not paying a dime. He's not leasing anything. He's letting.
No,
them
He's leasing
he
his
is-
roof.
The lease is they pay his power bill. Like that's what they're paying instead of paying
Okay.
him cash for his roof. They're paying his power
No,
bill.
some of the other ones I've heard about is you lease the solar equipment from them. Which
Oh, no, this
isn't this one.
Yeah, this one seems like they're just using his roof space. I would
How many
guarantee
panels?
you, I would guarantee you that they're getting the better deal with that.
Oh, for sure.
I would, if you can swing it, get solar yourself. But
Was there any more to the email? Or
There is.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Go
Quite a
ahead,
bit more.
finish.
Would you like me to read it?
Do so.
He also said that right now you get credit for
FFS.
all electricity you generate. Apparently, after so long, people who get in later get tiered down to lower percentage. I already read that. Moving on. That's as much as I know at this point. I can get out of it any time before installation. They did send a guy out to do a survey at my house, and it passed. I know one or two of you have solar. Actually, three of us now. So I
Well,
wanted to
almost.
get. Okay. Yeah, I guess Tony's late to the party.
It's still not hooked up.
yeah, get with it, Tony.
I wanted to get your take on this. Is this a standard program? I know you guys have talked about battery backups, and I was going to ask this guy about that when I meet with him, but maybe that's not possible with this setup. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, thank you for all the good information, Mike.
I only have the one question there. He said you get 1-to-1 credits, but coming up that won't be the case. But with solar leasing and the way that the email started, it sounds like they get the solar credits and they
Yeah,
pay
you-
your power bill.
And you pay them.
Yeah, so they're trying to get you to sign up for this so that they get 1-to-1 credit sales,
Yep.
not you.
Yep.
Yeah, I really would get a second company involved to see if they would actually sell you the solar panels and you could get a
Well,
loan,
the
like
other
the
yeah.
traditional solar setup.
That's the other difference you're talking about. You're talking about no money down
Right.
versus
that's what-
$20,000
that's the-
down
yeah,
or $10,000 down,
yeah.
right?
Well,
I mean,
with
they
our
set you up-
solar loans, we didn't have to put any money down either.
No, same here.
Well,
same here.
okay, fair.
Yeah.
You're talking about taking on a loan or not taking on a loan. at
Yeah,
this
and
point.
Right.
and with the
So-
credits you can get if they're still active where you live, you can get what 20% of that back. How much did you get back on your? It's like
30.
30%.
Yeah.
So, and then based
yeah,
on
the tax
whatever you
credits.
use, based on
So-
whatever you use of your roof. So
Here are my thoughts. A 1-to-1 buyback is really nice because a lot of places don't do that anymore. Utah
Yep.
doesn't. My solar setup, I get
grandfathered in.
I think we get like 45%.
as long as I don't.
I get 50% of what I sell.
that
Back.
makes sense to get a battery immediately. Then
In your case, a battery doesn't make sense because if the grid goes down, you go down. The battery, I don't think would really help you in that regard.
I think it would because then he gets
No.
to store that power. If he sent
No,
all
hang
the
on.
power through
Listen
the
to what
battery
he said.
first, before
Listen
it's
to what
in
he
the
said,
grid.
Owen. Listen to what he said. That solar does not power his house. It only goes out to the grid.
Straight to the grid.
I
Yep.
feel like he could plug something in up there.
I
steal a
feel
little
like
bit,
I
tap
wouldn't
off of
mess
it.
with high voltage wires if you
Just,
don't
yeah.
know
just
exactly what you're doing.
Just an extension cord and a YouTube video, maybe some TikToks, and you got yourself charging a battery off their stuff.
And
of
another
TikTok.
one, wondering about the age of your roof. I mean, you can take the solar panels off, but it increased the costs. Kind of a bit of a pain.
That's part of the issue too. Is you put these on your roof, and if you ever plan on moving and you don't own the solar panels, you're handing over that agreement to the buyer and hoping that they're okay with that.
Yep.
Otherwise,
And
the
they may
buyer,
not be, yeah.
And otherwise they'll say never mind and scoot, or they'll say no, we don't want it, so take it off, which is an expense on your part to get it removed.
And then you'd have to probably get out of the lease early, which there might be cancellation charges. And
I would be very, very wary about this deal, just because it is such a different kind of solar than what we're doing. However, the caveat is, like he said, is energy is a lot more expensive in Maine, right? That's the thing about Utah energy is cheap. And so
Yeah,
for
maybe that makes
us,
sense.
it doesn't, it totally wouldn't make sense for us. The only way that makes sense now, in my opinion, is if you're going to do the battery backup on your house and you want to be kind of energy independent. But it's hard to say, given the situation is different in Maine. What happens if you use more energy than you produce that month? You know, what happens at that point? Do you get charged more, or do you still pay a flat rate for leasing the space to them?
Exactly.
You know, there's a lot of questions here. I am 99% sure you wouldn't be able to do a battery. I'm 99% sure that
but you don't get to touch it, right?
you
don't get to touch the power.
It's basically not yours at all.
Yeah,
right,
just
at
rent.
this
Just
point.
you get all the risk. You don't
With
get
none
any of the reward.
Hardly any of the reward.
Hardly any.
Sounds
They're
like
paying your bill.
Your reward is paying $50 less a month for energy, which is nice, right? I'm not going to knock that, but is it worth the risk? I don't know.
And like Onyx Watcher says in the comments, and like you said, Tony, it's hard to resell your house.
Yeah.
When it has solar on, especially if you're leasing it, because they're like, no, get that off. I'm not in that agreement.
Right.
And then you have holes in your roof to patch, and a big cost. And I would look very closely at the paperwork if you're gonna,
And-
what is it like? What's the removal cost? Can you opt out at any time? How long do you have to do this?
Yep.
What does that look like if you want to sell your house? Things like that.
shop around for a traditional model and see how much that would be per month.
Yeah, if you can swing that, because with the traditional model, you're probably out more. Well, I don't know actually, because I don't know how much power costs in Maine. You might be able to go traditional style and pay about the same for your loan as you do for your power each month. If power is that much more expensive where you live, so you might be a wash going the traditional model. I don't know. A lot of factors. All right. Thanks for writing in, though. Interesting conundrum you have presented us with. Any more emails, Jaron?
Nope.
All right. Then, in that case, it is time for
You-
there it is. Pop! Carbonation Station. All right. As I mentioned previously, we got the Lando Norris Monster Zero Ultra right there.
So Lando
It's
Norris
got-
is a person. It's a racer,
Formula One driver.
and so this is faster or something, or it's just
Yes, this is faster energy.
okay.
So
What does
Monster,
Lando taste like?
I'll get to that. Monster's done a collab with a Formula One racer before, Lewis
Brad Pitt?
Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
And I can't remember what his tasted like. It was fine though.
Did they have a
But,
say in? Did they have a say in the taste, or is it just like, hey, we
I don't
want to
know.
slap? Is this just like being put on the Wheaties box now?
That's
like
it.
you're still Wheaties.
Probably had to deal with the
Like, there was no,
royalties
like-
in the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this one, you get a really neat can. It's got kind of a leopardy print ish, really
it's-
vibrant color that you'll recognize quickly when you see it in the fridge. It
Because
is
you
a
keep
zero
all those
sugar.
and stuff.
What?
You don't just trash those. You keep them, right? The can is
No,
a big part of the drink.
no, I'm throwing it away.
Oh, okay.
I only keep collector's cans like Cyberpunk cans or
Worth it.
the Halo can.
I
right?
found an unopened Coke from 20 years ago in a glass bottle in my
you
junk drawer.
Drink it.
I did not, but I have it, and it's unopened.
You should try it. See what
I'm
see
not
what it's
going
like.
to do that. I don't need battery acid.
So the flavor on this one is yuzu melon. It's kind of citrusy, citrus yuzu melon. I actually quite liked it. If
Okay.
they started selling this around here, or if they have and I just haven't seen it, I'd buy it again for sure. It's got your regular, normal amount of Monster ingredients. Actually, very slightly less caffeine than normal, 145 milligrams per can versus 150 in most of the zero.
Lando
Ultras.
can't take it.
Can't.
Well,
That's
it's
which is
speaking
this
to
is
Lando,
just like
right? 'Cause,
Lando
yeah,
right here.
he doesn't like the high
It's got too
caffeine.
much caffeine. So yeah, it's got all the other stuff, taurine,
Energy.
sweetened with,
It's all energy.
Sweetened with erythritol, L-carnitine is in there. It's got L-tartrate, all that stuff. So you get the same amount of a kick as
So
you do
flavor
with
is
a
what
regular.
you're reviewing here.
Yep.
Uzu melon.
I liked it. I'd give it like probably 8.5 out of 10. It doesn't approach a grape cran from Ghost.
I know.
Of
I
course,
did. I'm
but
still back on that.
I
I'm still
drank-
back there
so
trying
here
to
we
find
go.
more.
I drank my other one yesterday. It
Yeah,
was
you
amazing.
saved it?
I saved it.
Oh,
I'm gonna try one.
Guess what? My friend Mark. Hey, Mark. He listens. Mark Cope, if you remember him.
yes.
Yeah, he found some at the Exxon in Spanish Fork. And so he got some. And then I also found out today it's on Amazon. So if you want to buy some, you can grab a 12-pack on Amazon or Vitamin Shop as well if you want to go that route, vitaminshop.com. All right. Anyway, there you go. 8.5 yuzu melon, Lando Norris Monster. I liked it. It was good. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. And let's start with this is a weird. Oh, this isn't the TikTok story I thought. Never mind.
You can. Yeah, we can go to no.
Well, we can still talk about this,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'll just add my part at the end.
So TikTok, the drama out there for TikTok is weird. It got sold to
See, that's what I thought this was about.
it. So it did. And this is adjacent to that. It got
Oh, okay.
sold, and major creators, major influencers, I should say, on TikTok that have opposing political views from the new owners have seen their videos go to zero. Like it's the algorithm is being ignored, and their videos are being called they're being put under review, and that basically stifles them for these influencers and creators that put out a video every single day. You have that window where your audience lives, and if you don't meet it, or if the algorithm miss it, it can throw off all your numbers because
gotta
the
feed the
algorithm
beast.
goes, yeah. So, and so people have been really jumping to YouTube and doing a bunch of other stuff, but there's been an alternative, and it's the guys behind it it was launched last year and backed by Mark Cuban, and then I want to say there was, I don't know who the CEO is Tory White and CTO Reed Harmer. I don't know who they are, Harmeyer, but I think they came from Anyway, it's decentralized. It's a lot like Blue Sky. So it uses decentralized. It's called Skylight, and it's a new platform for this that is very similar to TikTok in the way that it does, the way that it works. Except it's built on the open source or the open platform AT is what it's called. I'm trying to find the exact thing here, but
What do you mean by it's not centralized?
decentralized means it does like it.
Are you talking about decentralized like Mastodon, where everyone hosts their own server that wants to?
So, it uses the Skylight's mobile app is built on the AT protocol, the technology that also powers decentralized X-rival Blue Sky.
Okay, so not like Mastodon.
Not as I guess
Not-
Mastodon is more so.
Mastodon's kind of out in the weeds
Yeah.
a lot. So
But over the last week or so, they have had quite the boost in their account creation. They've got a whole 150,000 videos uploaded so far.
But not that much.
That's not that.
YouTube does 150,000 in an hour. I bet.
Oh man.
And that was uploaded directly. But then Harmeyer said Saturday. This came out January 26th, so that was just a day ago. So last Saturday, that 1.4 million videos were played on that app the day before. 3x up over the past 24 hours prior.
Okay.
So signups have increased more than 150%. The great thing about this one, though, because it's using that AT protocol, the same one that Blue Sky uses, it can actually also stream Blue Sky videos.
Interesting.
You can connect your accounts and
Kind of the same way you do with Facebook and Instagram.
same, yeah. So anyway, it's called Skylight. If you want to, I think Jaron needs to go over there and get Jaron.best as soon as he can, or get Jaron with the ON over on that platform before somebody else gets it. And there you go. Go check it out.
I never took my talk, but I might sky my light now. Let's try this.
Skylight.social. Go check it out.
I'm looking right now. Let's see what it looks like.
So this comes on the back of the sale of TikTok in the U.S. and it is now a joint venture that will operate as an independent entity governed by a seven-member majority American board of directors. So basically, they put together their own thing and sold it to themselves. Almost.
Yeah, I feel like this is a shell game.
So you've got
3-card Monty where they're just doing the legalese, but I think it's still
you've got
owned by the right people. But it's definitely owned by right wing
chief executive Adam Presser, formerly of Warner Media. And then there are 15% holding stakes by three managing investors, Oracle. So there's your Larry Ellison.
Larry Ellison is the guy. Yeah.
Yep. Silver Lake, a U.S. tech investment firm that says it holds approximately 116 billion in assets. And MGX, and Emirati investor in AI and technology.
They have not had a good run of it so far.
And ByteDance is keeping about a 20% stake,
19.9%. The remaining 35% is owned by a group of companies, including Michael Dell, another Trump supporter, Vasmir Strategic Investments, an affiliate of Susquehanna International Group. Susquehanna was co-founded by Trump ally Jeff Yass. So
shortly after it was sold, there was a power outage.
Yeah, they had
and
some
Oracle really struggled bringing it back up afterwards, and TikTok has been down quite a bit the last couple of days.
So Larry Ellison has trouble keeping it up, huh?
Well, I mean, he is like 95 now, but he tries to look like he's 55.
But the claims are out there. I don't know. I mean, it seems founded because the people on there are showing their video numbers, and they're like, "I'm being suppressed." There's no other.
Yeah.
There's no other.
Well, I mean, chances are, if the majority holders of this company are supporters of one political side, they're going to most likely suppress the other political side.
Don't
just
let
like
the-
happens on all platforms that are owned majority by
Yep.
one side or the other. You know,
Can't they just make money and let people do what they want?
well,
Not
there's-
anymore.
It used to be just about money. Now it's about money and control.
Because they know that
Gotta have
control is
both.
more money in the future.
All right, so there you go. Speaking of how much, how much Ubisoft? Well, apparently not Ubisoft. Sorry, that's a different story. Samsung. Ubisoft is
Wrong
in
show.
arcade. Yeah. How much? How much is Samsung Galaxy Z Trifold? Okay, we've seen this trotted out over the last few weeks, and it is a sweet looking piece of kit, no doubt. 3 folds, 1 screen on the back, so when it folds up, you have a regular looking phone with a camera bump on the back.
So there's 4 screens total.
So there's well, 1 giant screen and 1 regular screen, but 4 quadrants, you could say, yeah. And this thing is it's $2,900 is the starting price.
Yikes.
Starting.
$2,900 for
That's
a
the
phone.
base model. The
Phone/tablet.
Jiminy Cricket.
Now, like I
That
said,
is
it looks
crazy.
awesome, but there's no way. $2,900 is
That gets you a primo gaming laptop.
primo gaming laptop. We're talking
But,
OLED, 5080.
I mean, people use their phones more than laptops these days.
It's true,
I
but
don't know.
but
For
the thing you have to
functionality
consider
you're
is
locking yourself into.
that's what I was gonna say. The thing you have to consider is you buy a laptop and you buy a high end laptop, and if you wanted to, you could run that laptop for years and years, as long as it doesn't break, without any
get a-
issues. With
couldn't
this
you get a-
thing,
couldn't you
this
get an
thing's probably
iPad?
got this thing's probably got 2 years in it before it needs a battery replacement, or you've cracked the very fragile screen, or
Does 2,900 get you an iPad and an iPhone?
easy.
So
Point of order. Is anyone here had a folding device at all?
I do. I have it's a secondary device that I pull out once in a while when I want to stream using the higher end MP3 codecs. It's a Motorola Razr, I think 2nd gen folding device.
Because I had one of the Samsung Folds. Loved it. It was great, but one day it was charging and the screen bubbled.
Ooh.
Like the under
the
bubble at
heat?
one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hot day and everything. And
Well,
I was
that's what
like, I had 2 iterations. I'm
That's
done.
what I'm getting
good.
at, right? This is a fragile device.
especially
you
for
know?
cutting edge, for paying that much to be on the front lines, I don't know.
Yeah. Like I thought I could get over the creases. I was never 100% over the crease
Oh wow.
on the phones.
Yep.
Like it was close, and if I just I'm good, I accept it, and the functionality helped me get over it. I feel like the crease was always there.
The crease bothers me. I don't think I'd be able to get over
Let's
it.
see.
Which
let's
the
see.
pictures
Not
on these
pictured, by
don't
the way.
show.
No
Yeah.
crease included on these
No, these-
pictures.
Yeah.
These are
stock
basically
photo.
renders.
Yeah.
You know, these don't even look like they're real pictures of the device.
And I bet you even when you get it at the store and pick it up, it's not going to have the same level of crease as
Well,
after you've folded and unfolded for a year.
And you can go check. Oh yeah, and you can go check out what it looks like from MKBHD's done a video on it. Linus has done a video on it, and you can see the creases there. It's definitely each iteration of folding screens, the crease gets less and less prominent.
Yeah. Now,
But for now, it's still there.
one thing on what's the one that's jerry rig everything where they just hammer the crud out of it?
Yeah.
To their credit, on the fold that I had, it took some serious abuse before that one incident on the second one that I've had happened.
Yeah.
And the first one I said, hey, there's a problem with opening it up. Like all of a sudden it made that right
Yeah.
there at one point. And I didn't drop it in the sand. I don't know what you're talking about. So I sent it back and I got another one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get like dirt in your pocket or on your head, like just
Well, that's
Or
the
on the
biggest
beach.
issue.
Or
That's the biggest
anywhere.
issue with these.
wait a second,
foldables.
Lang. Did you
Shh,
actually?
You put these. Owen, shut up.
Oh, I
You
totally
put
did
these,
drop it.
Owen, you know better than this.
I get outed on here all the time, mostly by you, Jaron.
Fair point.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with these. You don't realize how many hard bits of like dirt you get in your pockets until you have
Detritus.
something. Detritus, yeah. Until you have something in there that can be affected by the dirt, right? And these screens, very much affected by the dirt, especially if you live in an area like Utah that has a lot of quartz sand, quartz-based, grit. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put this back on your belt like 2007, right?
Right?
No pockets for
Get
this.
that special holster.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
For the cost of one Galaxy Z trifold, you can pretty much buy the entire Rad Power company.
You're right. It sure feels that way.
We
Okay, maybe
reported
not
on them.
quite.
We reported on them last week about their issues with their batteries
11,
exploding
their
and
batteries,
catching on fire, and their warehouse
Yeah, there were.
catching on fire, which they did not blame on their bikes. But anyway, they're
Unrelated.
they were sold for pennies on the dollar.
Quite literally.
Yeah. So a couple years back, they were valued at over $1 billion, $1.65 billion.
Over $1.5 billion valuation, and they just got sold for
13.2 million.
That is
a big
that
factor.
is
Their
Wow.
assets are worth more than that, I'm sure.
just the building and
wow.
the
Well-
campfire fuel they have in those buildings is more than that.
I
They could
know. It's
So
nuts.
here's my question: are they taking on any debt with that as well, or is it just a straight?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
like
I'd have
it,
to.
I mean, with Chapter 11 bankruptcy, a lot of their debt's going to be restructured and I'm sure lowered.
Sure.
So, I mean, we don't know. We don't have access to the financial statements, so we don't know how much debt is left. But yeah, there's guaranteed debt with that. But still, how much of a failure Rad Power has been to go
Oh.
from 1.65 billion
Oh,
to
how the
13.2
mighty have
million.
fallen.
Right, and they've been like a generally trusted brand
Yeah.
in e-bikes
Yep.
for many years.
Yeah.
You guys ever play that game Peak? This
Oh,
is
man.
like this is like that game Peak where you climb
Yeah,
and the
it's
maps are
stress-inducing.
generated and then one wrong move and you're all the way down at the bottom. All the way. Or
I was
dead.
thinking it's similarly. It's like that game Getting Over It, with the guy in the cauldron and the hammer. You try to move up the mountain.
Oh, absolutely
and you
the
lose
same.
what you get. You get
Absolutely
one bad
the same.
ledge, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're falling all the way back down.
I've
to
seen
the
some
bottom.
guy. I watched a video of that, and this guy lost his marbles because he missed what he had to go through a gap. Anyway,
Yep.
that's a fun game, but
Well, there you go.
Rage
Rad
inducing.
Power. At least they're not gone all the way. You know,
I mean,
we might
what do
see
they
them
have
come
left?
back.
Their IP or their branding? Is that what they've got
IP
left?
branding.
It feels like their branding should at least be worth 10, 13 million dollars.
Yeah,
You would think.
from the creators that because you gotta imagine there's some people that don't know how bad they become with their battery starting on fire, so the name would be worth something.
Yep.
Like, oh, Rad Power, I remember those guys. They're rad.
Worked for Radio Shack.
Worked for Radio Shack
oh.
for years.
Oh wait.
I mean, they're still in the Shenzhen area of CES.
They're still there kicking.
They pay either they pay or somebody pays for the Radio Shack logo to be plastered up on a banner
And
at
hawking
CES.
cheap power banks, just like every other Shenzhen company.
The craziest thing about it is that it was right next to this guy selling like used parts or something or bargain discount stuff. And it was like I buy batteries or something. Anyway, and I thought, oh, Radio Shack, you poor. Look what they're doing with your corpse.
Look what they've
This is
done to
mutilation. This is illegal.
you. Yeah. Well, you have another story here about e-bike laws in New Jersey.
This one is really disturbing, and I hope it doesn't set a precedent. New Jersey has passed some new e-bike laws where owners and operators of e-bikes must be at least 17 years old and have a valid driver's license.
Wow.
Yes. Or be at least 15 years old with a motorized bicycle license under the law.
I don't know if I disagree with this.
How
a
does this
whole
affect
lot.
us though? Yeah, like 17.
I'll tell you. I see these kids zooming around on
Oh my
e-bikes
gosh.
on
and
e-motorbikes too. Like
Yeah.
I can't believe they're still alive
On the
some of things
sidewalk.
that they're doing.
Man, if I had those when I was their
that's-
age,
I'd be
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
Oh,
I'd be
Well,
dead.
and
man.
that's the thing. They have very little regard for other people on the sidewalk. Or the
I'm
side
not
of the
done
road.
yet. I'm not
Oh.
done yet.
Continue.
And the law also requires that you have registration and insurance.
Ooh, yeah, that's the insurance is the part that sucks.
That's that's more of a rough pill
So-
to swallow.
but what? Hang on. But what's in? I wonder what insurance would be on an e-bike though.
Oh, it's just
It'd be
it's
terrible.
just any amount you
but-
have to pay monthly though.
I was
like-
gonna
Yeah,
say, it's
you
an
have to
added
pay
cost.
to ride your e-bike every
Yeah.
month.
Well, you have to pay for it to ride your motorcycle
I
or
don't.
drive
That
your
is
car.
being on the road. Like a lot of people just ride e-bikes on
off road.
trails,
Yeah, trails. Yeah.
or sidewalks. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe you have to register it if you're going to take it street.
Well,
street
here's the
side.
question. I don't know the answer to this. Do you have to register and pay insurance for a dirt bike?
Insurance. Yeah, I
there
think
you go.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another.
well, because
motorized
dirt
vehicle
bikes
like
are
that,
also road legal.
Yeah.
As are bicycles.
Okay, so should we register and require insurance
Well-
for normal bicycles?
Yeah. What about those
Or-
suitcase? What about those suitcase scooters? Like, are those
Suitcase
threat?
scooters.
No, suitcase scooters. That raises a good question.
Like,
I'm
have
not-
you ever
Electric
had a
skateboards?
road bike person pass you going downhill? Like they go crazy fast,
It's true.
and so do we need to require
yeah.
them to register
Yeah.
their bikes?
Oh yeah.
don't know.
What about non-e-bikes? Yeah,
wish.
good call. John.
Lang's like, yes, do it.
Welcome to Portland, people. I'm 100% behind, some of the bicyclists, but the one thing, okay, this is my pet peeve. When you're sitting at a
always
stop
behind the
sign and they
bicyclists.
just bolt through the stop signs or stoplight, I'm like, no, you get to stop.
Oh, that
too.
happens everywhere for sure.
Oh
I hate
yeah,
it.
we give
and
them.
yeah,
you get,
sure, it's the law, whatnot, but I don't care. I hate it.
No, they're supposed to stop.
they're supposed to act like a vehicle.
They're
They like
absolutely
getting
supposed to stop
like-
at red lights and at
some.
stop
Not
signs.
all. No,
Supposed
I don't,
to.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
offend
what
the
I mean.
ones
Like,
out there that are
that is
listening.
the
but-
law.
Yeah.
They're breaking the law at that point and endangering themselves and others. For sure.
They like all the benefits of being treated like a car, but not all the restrictions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, I'm against it. I don't want to have to pay a monthly fee to
Agreed.
not ride my e-bike 10 months out of the year.
Like,
That's the thing, like,
it's
that
like
would be
getting a
one-
gym membership. It's the fat tax where
Yeah,
you're like,
it would
I
be
already
one
have
more-
to.
Yeah. One more thing for me to pay and not use, pay for
Yeah.
and not use. I get where
yeah.
you're coming from with this, Jaron. I just don't know if I completely disagree with what's
The
happening
age,
here.
the age part of it, the restriction on age part. I have seen younger kids like doing some absolutely unsafe stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Like
And,
I could
but-
probably be convinced on that piece, but
Yeah.
the
As soon as you have to
requirement of
pay,
registration
yeah.
and insurance,
Yeah, as soon as you do
that's
that,
ridiculous.
I don't think it's that ridiculous.
I don't know.
registration part's probably just because cops are sick of getting out maneuvered by e-bikes.
I think it would depend on the power and like the speeds and max and models and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I'm
Because I
sure
just
that
I
would
was
play
lucky
factor.
enough to learn in Italy. Like you get your driver's license at 16, but you can only do a certain amount of CC vehicles, and then at 18 more,
Because
21
of all
more
the scooters out there.
Interesting.
stuff and stuff. Yeah,
So you
I'm
can't
like, you know
you
what?
can't just jump on one of those 250 cc's Vespas. You gotta start
you
small
gotta-
with one of the 50 cc motor lawnmowers.
Yep.
Oh,
Nothing wrong with that. So I
Yeah, we'll see if it changes anything outside of what state is this? New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
See if it sets a precedent that other states want to follow. But it is done, right? They already voted on it and it's passed at
It's-
this
yeah.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of laws just went into effect
Interesting.
all over the place.
All right. Lang, you got something to talk about here, and I think it's quite important.
It is important. So some of you may already know I've posted this on a couple of servers that I'm in. This is very important to me, and I've mentioned it here. And in fact, some of these guys have little monkeys named after them.
Yeah.
The Oregon National Primate Research Center. They have, but they've been through hell this last year with a lot of animal activism. They've had folks, a lot of protesting, a lot of smear campaigns, a lot of stuff like last year at this time, the animal activists paid, I can't even imagine how much this cost. In the Portland metro area, they had YouTube, Spotify, all the Google services, the local news networks, and even down to Tubi, running ads against the Primate Center.
Wow.
It was, yeah.
Do they know
so-
that? Do they know that society generally at large benefits from that research?
You'd think so, Owen. You'd think so.
Uh,
So
Yeah,
And
you got to keep in mind, we also have the our CDC starting to question whether the polio
So-
vaccine is needed.
So let me jump in on that. So to tie it all in, like we've even had to the point where some of the veterinarians have been named in public articles. Like it's pretty bad. So fast forward to now. The Oregon State Legislature had a bill to pass to close this primate center. This primate center is the longest running and largest in the country. In the United States, there's 7 national primate research centers. Back in 2020 or 2022, I forget now, one of them was closed, and that was the Harvard Primate Center, aka the New England Primate Center. They were closed down. They were about a third of the size of the Oregon Primate Center. The Oregon legislature had a bill to close it. It did not pass. Since it did not pass, there was a contingent saying if it does not pass, we need to have all the scenarios stating if it were to close in the future, how would that look? So this last week, there was a board of directors meeting at the Oregon Health and Science University, which is the college that it's attached to. And I attended this board meeting. Mind you, I don't remember the last time I've sat in a meeting that was over 4.5 hours long.
Cool.
In the show notes, the main point of this meeting was to go over different scenarios. What would it look like if the primate center closed immediately? What would it look like if you converted it into a sanctuary? What would it look like if you just cut the numbers in half? And what does it look like if it just keeps going? The whole point was to show the fiscal or financial effects of all of them. And of course, shutting it down immediately, long story short, was 5 times the cost of running it year to year.
Wow.
So you could run it for 5 years if you instead of just shutting it down right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And it was very interesting. One of the points I took from it so the Oregon National Primate Research Center is funded by NIH. The NIH grants that they get have not increased. I think it's either 5 or 8 years. They've stayed the same. What's one of the biggest costs for any company? Labor. Labor has slowly trickled up, but the NIH grant has stayed the same and they still operate. Yes, there's loss and it's hard.
Doing the same with less to go around.
Oh boy, do they. Yeah. They've gotten very creative. For example, here's one way of getting creative. They do outreach to schools, and the schools have competitions of what kind of really cool enrichment items, like basically playground equipment that could work at a very low cost for the primates. Like they really engaging and everything. Now, there's over 5,000 primates at this center. There are, hundreds of workers. I think it's somewhere like from day to day, just under 400 workers that are there every day. Wow. And they wanted to shut it down. And thank goodness they're not going to, because it was interesting. Yes, they did a 4-hour-long talk on all the financial
options.
Thank you.
Outcomes. Yeah.
But the first hour and a half was public testimony. So if you wanted to register and speak out, you could. And it was extremes on both sides, and it was interesting how the demographics were wide ranging, and everyone was saying, yep, we shouldn't use primates because science and AI is coming along with human models and things like that. It's like, no, we're not there yet. Come on, really?
Not even
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
No.
You'd think, but they have. There's so
Maybe
it's
someday,
too much
but not right
knowledge
now.
laced with opinion
Yeah.
and justification and comparisons that it was extremely enlightening. And on a personal note, the vice president of PETA also testified, so I got to see them in person.
Wow.
I don't think I've seen a facial expression that had like, I'm going to speak to every manager I've ever known on someone's face.
Now you do.
Love you.
Now you know
So it was very interesting. This is me toot my own horn. If anyone ever wants to learn about the really cool breakthroughs, this primate center alone has helped with HIV research. They've helped with birth control research. There was a guy that like found the genetics for deafness, childhood deafness, and being able to identify that and help with either prolonging it and or making the devices that help people to actually not become deaf. So I could take, about 5 more weeks and show off all the research, but I had put it out there, folks within Geekshow, Helpdesk, Arcade, and the network also wrote in his testimony. Thank you for everybody that did that. But I just wanted everyone aware. So the big thing about this, the Oregon National Primate Research Center is a giant target right now. Good old RFK that knows everything recently shut down
Uncanny.
the thanks, the Primate Research Center at the CDC. So that was kind of one of those dominoes that they're hoping, okay, that's knocked down. Like, we're still doing research. We're just not doing primate research because that's unethical. Okay, great. Volunteer then. Don't
Provide another option,
Yeah. And AI and human models that they say from tissue samples and things, that's not
there yet.
No.
Here's the question.
samples.
With the financing that you were talking about, it doesn't seem like they have any budget to do any type of anti-smear campaign, right? Like,
Oh, no.
have you guys?
Oh,
like,
so
have
that's
they
the-
been able
so-
to go on? Do they have a website going? Do they have any type of messaging on the socials that is going out?
Excellent point, Owen. This is actually quite interesting because one of the ladies on the board of directors who isn't in the sphere of my field, right? She doesn't know. The NIH, when you get this grant, one of the questions was like, if it was to close down, can you sell the primates to other research centers?
What happens to all the primates?
Yeah,
No,
the
that
sad
doesn't-
stories.
That
No.
doesn't sound good.
So
No.
PETA
So,
was
hang on,
okay
let me-
with closing it down and killing all the primates as it closes down?
Not
Like-
killing it. So they push. Of course, we're going to push to rehouse them, give them sanctuaries, do all that. But 5,000.
I'll adopt one.
Oh, gosh, could you imagine? Anyways, so going back to the point, like selling one, they said, well, okay, if you sell them, you get money back. How much is it like day to day, like feeding, taking care, washing the cages, the labor? That's called a per diem cost that we charge the researchers when they get their grants.
Right.
Because this is NIH funded, one of the ladies says, well, why don't you just charge more? The primate center literally can't because of government regulation. You can only charge a certain amount if you receive NIH grants.
Oh.
So they are stuck. They are literally capped. There's no way to fight against it with additional stuff other than your own personal socials, if that answers your question. Does that help?
Yeah. So is that being organized or coordinated? That's the question. Like, it feels like an opportunity where somebody with that type of experience that would be willing to do pro bono or contact some influencers, right? Like, is there outreach? Is there any counteract or counter campaign being run?
There's tons, but frankly,
I get that it all has
one of
to be
my-
free
well-
or personal,
no, here's the thing. It's popular. Like, it's much easier to convince somebody seeing an animal I'll be honest, giving an animal a carcinogen to study a cancer tumor to help 5 years and hundreds of people, to show somebody that saying, look, this animal's in pain, they shouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, that's a bit way
The
easier to sell
public-
than
Yeah,
something
it's
in
obvious.
the future.
So-
They can see that. They can't
Yeah.
see the research in 5 years.
or if Lady Gaga's wearing a meat suit to protest and support PETA.
Yeah.
Like, if you're listening, like, not that Lady Gaga's wrong or anything, love her music, and like one of my favorite actors, Dave Bautista, big PETA supporter. He even was like he gave a $50,000 reward for somebody that was abusing a pit bull one time. I was like, I'm totally behind that. They also support PETA. It's hard to counteract it.
That's the
yeah.
news I've heard coming out, is that what we're doing now is having cost savings, and they're looking at everything. They're cutting everything, like Doge, right? Like, they cut all those workers. Guess how many they've hired back?
Oh,
yeah.
like
A ton of them.
Most
a ton
of
of
them.
Most of them, because they needed them.
Most. No, it's knee jerk. It's all knee jerk.
But-
Whereas the Primate Center's been doing cost savings for decades.
Yeah, and what they're saying is if you looked at the future like tree rinks, in 5 to 10 years, what we're doing now with canceling science, cutting funding, all that
Oh,
stuff, it's not a
yeah.
now impact.
No,
it's
it's
a
a down
it's
the
a
road
5-year, 10-year impact
Yeah.
where it's going to be stunted if you looked at it, because we've had consistent scientific discovery growth as we funded these, and that's trackable data. Like discoveries we make go through trials, kinks get ironed out, and then in 5 to 10 years from whatever, we see it come forth. And like same CES, right? Like we see that new tech there, we're like, wow. And then in 5 to 10 years, we see that hit the market. And without that type of scientific investment,
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
So my company, I work for a company that's based out of Italy. They're an international supplier for lab animal equipment. They know that the United States is the biggest. They're probably like 40% of the market share of that pie. The last few years under the current administration and tariffs and everything else, you can see different shifts in different countries, or even people that came from other countries hoping to do research here are not as eager. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like to throw around the term necessary evil. And I don't think this I don't know if this qualifies exactly, but
No.
it's a very slippery slope.
I'll say
because the
hurting
ideal-
animals sucks.
Exactly. The ideal situation is it sucks that we need to test on something that is as close to humans as we can. And the ideal situation would be when they're not being tested on, they're being well cared for, and
They
well
get
taken
popcorn
care of.
every Thursday.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're not just, at least at the good places like the one you're talking about. They're not just sitting there in cages all day, just like, they're
Some
well
places they
taken care
do,
of.
some places they kind of have to, depending on the situation. Now,
Well, sometimes I'm sure you have to quarantine the animals and things like that for stuff that there might being tested on them that,
yeah,
so.
Do they like the popcorn a lot?
dude, it's
Who doesn't like
watermelon and
popcorn?
popcorn. Watermelon, oh my gosh, I could watch. You smash it looks like a cartoon. It's so much fun giving primates watermelons and other wonderful enrichments. But support knowing what is correct. Yes, we're all in an age of fake news. If you support PETA, good for you. I would say make sure you know both sides. Make sure if you support PETA, you better be volunteering for studies so animals don't have to.
Right. There you
Because
go.
I have. I remember riding home on the 470 back up to Davis County on the UTA, and half of my head back in the day when the hair was shaved. Man, going by the church headquarters, I freaked some people out with some electrodes hooked to my head.
You did some medical research.
I did. Yeah, because
I did.
I was in it. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Like,
Yeah.
I did one
If-
for the wisdom teeth studies they do all the time here in Utah.
So you had them yanked out for free, and then they.
Yeah, the basically your compensation is the surgery doesn't cost you anything,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes you do get monetary compensation from certain ones. I got $35. My
And
friend
was
did
it
it the
worth
week
it?
before. My friend did it the week before, and he got $350 because it was a different trial. And the study was how does acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and placebo compare with pain management?
So the
Guess
risk
who
is
got
that you get.
guess who got the placebo?
No
oh,
way.
boo!
Yeah.
You should have gotten paid more.
Dude,
I'll tell
$35
you what,
for no
after
painkiller?
like 2 hours sitting there after I woke up.
F this.
Yeah, I said I want the rescue drug. This sucks. I'm out.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what game did you buy with that $35?
I probably blew it on like Laffy Taffy or something. I don't
Oh,
remember.
this is nice.
You wouldn't be able
Nice,
to chew
so-
on that for weeks after
I
getting
know,
it with
it was a foolish purchase.
So yeah, just there's a lot happening out here in Oregon with the Primate Center. We're having the keynote speaker at the Oregon American Association for Laboratory Animal Science banquet. There's a lot of stuff. Get in the know. Don't Google it too much. Try to find specific sources. I
Yeah.
know
They're
Googling,
putting
you're
enough.
going to get.
They're putting enough funding into this from their side that
Yep.
if you Google it, you're going to get what they want to see. You're going to get one side of the story.
I would suggest look up local universities. Look up peer-reviewed studies on Google Scholar or something like that. Look up hospitals in your area that have done research, whether it be lab animal research or not. Just see how and what they're doing. Find out. So,
Yep. All right. We're going to end on, we'll do a quick lightning round. Mine is 2 stories in one, but they both basically say the same thing. It's a quick update from a couple of the big car manufacturers on where solid state batteries are. We talked about the stuff we saw at CES, and Volvo, its parent company, says they are basically production ready with their first solid state batteries. The company they spun off is called Geely, and so they are saying that you'll be able to have more range with less weight with these solid state batteries. If you were to put the same amount of weight of same amount of batteries, like weight wise, of the new solid state battery versus the old lithium ion that they have, you'd get around 650 or 700 miles of range. So
I hope it's true, Volvo.
I know, I do too. So they say they're production ready is what this article is saying about
I
them.
will believe them more depending on how Donut Labs fares this quarter.
Yep. Yeah. So I didn't know that Volvo's parent company also owned Lotus, but yeah, they're in there as well. And then a quick update from Toyota and Honda with some patent digging that explains kind of why they're still behind on it a little bit compared to some of the other folks. And specifically, it calls out that Honda is working on durability at this point. The stuff that they're working with doesn't hold up as well during charging. It has degradation compared to some of the what they're shooting for, I should say, either the lithium ion or better. And so they're working their best to reinforce and change the way that those are put together to lead to better, longer lasting and less breakdown on their batteries. And then Toyota is basically working on the mass manufacturing aspect of it at this point. They say that they're trying to figure out how they're going to be able to mass produce these without the imperfections being introduced into the manufacturing process. Because
Kind of the same story we've been hearing for a long time
Yeah,
about solid-state batteries in general.
you can do it in a lab, and it's very easy, not very easy, but very controlled environment, so you can make sure that there's absolutely no moisture or anything like that that's going to get into the production. But when you scale it up to a big factory, there's a lot more things to consider with that kind of stuff. So there's your BS update from Volvo, Honda, and Toyota. Jaron, lightning round.
All right, my lightning round. Sonos has announced a new amplifier. This is their first product announcement in quite a while, actually. But it's just a basic rack mount type amplifier that you can hook your own speakers into.
That's it.
Yeah, but I think it's a cool product, assuming Sonos wasn't trash. I want to like Sonos. I used to like my Sonos ones, but
I have a couple of those.
their quality has gone downhill.
I have the older ones, so they're really good.
It's not often that a product you own gets worse over time, but Sonos really nailed that.
Ouch.
They're
and their upgrades, their firmware upgrades that brick the devices, and then they're just like, well,
yeah.
we'll give you a discount on the new one.
yeah.
right.
No.
Like they have introduced so many bugs into the speakers I have. Like we use them as white noise machines every night, pretty much. And like 2 nights out of the month, just like clockwork, it just will straight up not work. I have to unplug it, plug it back in. Sometimes that won't even fix it. Yeah. Anyway, Sonos amplifiers.
You're like,
There you go.
white noise. This isn't white noise. This is pink noise.
White noise.
Sonos, figure it out.
Racist.
Yeah, I just learned recently that there's different color noises. So
That
that's
is
how I
blowing
was
my
able to
mind right
make
now.
that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, brown noise, pink noise, white noise. Look it up.
I don't
I
want
got
to
a-
know
I got
what
a
a brown
short-
noise is.
I got a short lightning round.
Hit it.
Feels like it's kind of in line with our show in general today, talking about the things. The doomsday clock
Ugh.
is
Oh,
ticked
boy.
closer. We are now 1 minute and 25 seconds away. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm just like my arc
Well, I mean,
raiders.
the
My
op-
arc
the-
raid. My arc raiders. The arc raiders training has really just like I die. And do you remember the first time you die and you're like desperately, you're like, I can make it to the hatch. I can make. Now I'm just like died, surrender, goodbye.
Done. Start over.
I don't try crawl. I don't try and beg.
Rinse
I just,
and repeat.
I just die, and if I had something really big, something really good on, I'll take a few deep breaths and just let her go. And it's been super cathartic for me. That's how I feel about this doomsday clock. I'm just like, you know what? A minute 25 seconds away. How about a minute away? Right? Like move that up. What happens when you get to the end? Doom? Worse than
Well,
what I'm seeing now? I don't know.
The countdown historically was for global nuclear war.
It was,
don't-
but
I
now
don't know
now
if
it's more related to climate change and
Okay,
other things. Specifically threats. This one is specifically. They say they moved it closer because of nuclear powers like Russia, China, and the United States are fraying. They're loosening nuclear arms control frameworks, and the ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, and unregulated AI integrations into military systems. So,
we talked about Grok last week.
yep. So Hegseth is basically moving he's like,
Pushing that dial himself.
he's like, you know what? I haven't
Thanks
ever
a lot,
messed with the
Seth.
doomsday clock. What if we let Grok into the Pentagon?
I bet you guys I can take another
Dude, I
5
bet you-
seconds off that.
I bet you Skynet was better than Grok.
Oh, all right. Well, cool. I guess
That's
we'll end
it.
on that.
Yeah. Let
We'll
it go.
land and everything else will.
Let
Yep.
it go. Just let it
Thanks,
go.
thanks, Alan. I feel really
surrender.
good.
Yeah, surrender. That's
There's
my
comfort
advice.
in surrender, is what
There
you're
is.
saying.
Yep. Just let it go. Just
Well, I'm going to let go of this episode. This is the
Good.
end. Thank you for downloading us and making it to the end. But before we go, big shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/helpdeskarcade. And to tell us a little bit more about that, it's Lang.
Oh my gosh, I got to do that now.
come on, collector's edition, Lando.
Wow.
you're not
join.
right.
I'm gonna BS this like the best of them.
Not only am I a user, not am I the owner.
I'm also.
Hey, I brought notes. I didn't think I was going to speak about Patreon. It's what are the tiers now? I forgot the tiers after I harassed Lando with the super secret Discord.
So for $1, you get access to Super Secret Discord. You get access to the full length show that has everything stitched into one.
Ad free.
Ad free on your own personal Patreon RSS feed that you can add in. What else do you get?
Hang on, that's important right there. Would you
And-
rather have the ads get the money, or these guys keep the show going?
As a-
That's
as a-
the real point.
Like as a patron, do you what is your peak? What is your most
You're making this really long,
valued?
Owen.
What's your most valued benefit perk you get?
What
do you like- what do you like the most?
Honestly,
The
it was
So
the
now it's called the last call.
in between last call.
Yeah.
And when I was able to harass Lando a little bit on specific channels that aren't necessarily available to everybody on the Discord.
Super Secret Discord. Yep.
Yep.
So
Yep.
for $3, or maybe it's $2.50, you get all of that plus Owen GPT, the ability to ask Owen GPT questions,
Which
And
I
then
have done.
If you want to go
have.
the whole hog, $6 a month, you get all of these things and a shout out on the air, which Jaron has for us right now.
Shout out and thank you to David Broshinsky. There are 4 lights. We know what we saw. 2547 moo.
There
I don't know what
are
that means.
4 lights. It's Star Trek.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
What about the 2547 moo part?
I'm not sure about that.
Aaron
25.
Faulkner, Connor Keesaw, and Bobbin Threadbare. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. Thank you. Oh, King Lambo, Jason Eatman, Sofa King, tired of Lambo. Thanks, Twyman. Thanks. Burninated peasant, be the 8-year-old. It's worth it just for Owen's stories. Never trust someone who doesn't like Fallout. Other James, huge erection. Geriga Arimas. Tony the Excel and Power Apps Nerd. Pymac Graphics, purveyor of fine Kiki stickers. Keslo. Eric Steinman, Eric Cruz, last call rating 777.
25th Amendment on 47 now.
Now.
Yeah, so that's a reference to 25th Amendment on Trump. Get him out of there for being crazy. For having whatever's wrong up here wrong. You know what they probably
Alzheimer's.
should have done. What they probably should have done to Biden as well, if we're being fair. So,
Yeah.
Well,
No fair. No fair. Just come on. Just
there was a lot less world
just stop.
destruction under
that's
one
true.
of them.
But if we had set a precedent, then we would be able
Yeah.
to use it against Trump right now.
Last call rating 77.7. Meh, DP, Buck Futter. What does that mean? Oh, I think you know Trebek. How much
Futter.
TMI does Jaren allow?
Too much TMI.
Yes. Donor 7069.
Good throwback there.
nice.
Adam, Stuart Lloyd, get off my lawn. I'll be the first to donate $21 towards Owen's Tank Tickler.
Boom! Tony!
It's happening. It's happening.
I just have to push enough political pressure, Tony.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Move mountains.
We'll see how that
or
goes. Make that
your
donation
wallet.
straight to Owen.
Move mountains.
Exactly.
Move.
You could consider the mountains.
All right, that's it. We're out of here. Thank
Wait.
you.
Goodness.
One thing, there is an actual store called the King of Sofas, but Jaren says it in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Go check it out.
The Sofa King, huh?
It is.
Nice. All
Wait
right.
a minute.
Okay, we're out of here. Thanks so much for downloading us and making it to the end of this silly little podcast. We really appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, Lang, take us out.
When you're thinking of jumping on to talk with Owen GPT, make sure you do it. Don't give him an excuse. Be an end user.